Yeah. I know people love the vampire games, but what if I told you there were vampire games for everyone? Victus. Motherfucker. The vampires need to kiss. Yeah, that's right, dork. Now, let's remember what I was doing. The most important thing. What was I doing when I finished playing this game? You know, video games are... Foley work has come a long way. And let's just remember what I did for my controls. Okay, status menu is F. Find the warp gate to the Earth area. Easy peasy. Okay, if I remember correctly, it might be at the end of this thingy. Yes, this is, I mean, the fifth, technically. It's a little weird, because there's also, Blood Omen 2. Okay, so So that's where I was before, if I remember correctly. That's where I did all those puzzles. But yeah, this is the last one. Before Eidos was like, well, didn't make enough money. Into the Tomb Raider mines you go, Crystal Dynamics. That's how I imagined it in my head, at least. So yeah, Blood Omen, Soul Reaver 1 and 2, Blood Omen 2, and then Defiance, which might as well be Soul Reaver 3. Wait, no, that's where I warped in. But yeah, this is basically Soul Reaver 3. But you can play as Kain, and not just Raziel. Yeah! Soul Reaver 1 is a pretty good game. You can definitely see, like, where they ran out of time. It was over here the entire time. Maybe. Or was this the place I just did?
This history in part I knew already. How, as the vampires began to die out, the pillars summoned human guardians to fulfill their roles. It seemed the ancient vampires had adopted, and when necessary, abducted the human guardians and made vampires of them when they came of age, until the humans rebelled against their masters. And here, I made a surprising discovery. It was Mobius, the time streamer, and Mortanius, guardian of death, who led the bloody revolt.
Oh.
Now, I understood why Mobius hated me so intensely. I was the first vampire guardian in all these centuries, and he knew what my coming signified.
Yeah.
Or perhaps I reminded him of all he had forsaken.
Fuck you, Mobius. Welcome my combo video for Legacy of Kain. Oh.
The orb that once opened this portal had been destroyed. To power it, I would need to find a substitute.
A substitute, yes. Raziel. Where is my boyfriend, Raziel? It was odd. It was rather convenient that a puzzle would need to be solved, and yet I did not find myself with the key. Was this another machination? I'm not too good to look up a guide. Ah, yes, of course. It was here. A bauble. Extra health. Why would I need such things in a game that required very little difficulty? Raziel. Oh. Another statue. Yeah! Now I have even more telekinesis. Ah. Was this where I came in? This is where I came in. What? More statues? Yeah. Take that, nerd. My people need me. Oh, what a surprise. I will say the actual part of, like all of these games, the actual part of playing Legacy of Kain Defiance definitely overstays its welcome. Where it's like, hey, you want to play Devil May Cry, but not as good? An acceptable Devil May Cry? But, you know, hey, this game's 20 years old. And in that sense, it's excusable. Oh, when am I gonna fight more statues? Yay!
I was confronted again with depictions of the vampire's champion, the bearer of the Reaver Blade. And here too was his Hilden adversary, with blazing eyes brandishing a flaming sword. Two heroes locked in combat which only one would survive. But which one? These murals prophesied two possible outcomes. I didn't know what Mobius was trying to concoct, but this all seemed too convenient.
Oh, God. It sure is convenient. This game has you going through the same environments as both protagonists in different time periods. stabbing. Like a DOT or what? I solve the puzzle.
With this fourth and final fragment, the balance emblem was complete. I now had the means to unseal the mysterious chamber at the heart of the Citadel.
Yeah!
For my ancient ancestors, the dark gift was clearly a curse, damning them to a kind of spiritual purgatory. But why were they compelled to seal this chamber so securely? Perhaps the lock was not meant to keep intruders out, but to imprison something within.
Kain, scion of balance, savior of Nosgoth.
What is this?
Your arrival is foretold. The fates have willed it.
Is that so?
I am the oracle of your ancestors. I can provide the answers you require. You needn't speak. I know your mind. You seek knowledge of your creature Raziel. This I can offer, if you will look. He has found the body of Janos Ordrum. He journeys now to Avernus Cathedral to seek the Heart of Darkness. You know what this means.
And why would I trust your prophecies?
These events are already written just as you feared. But there is still time. He can be stopped.
If Avernus is in flames, Raziel is 5 centuries beyond my reach.
I may aid you in this regard as well. This portal will transport you in time to the very hour that Raziel arrives in Avernus. This task is yours to carry out, since it was you who made him what he is. When you are ready, you may pass through.
I knew, of course, that this oracle was not to be trusted. But in the end, what choice did I have? This peculiar sensation was familiar to me, and the chamber did indeed appear altered by time. In this regard, at least, the oracle seemed to have been truthful.
I have delivered you faithfully to the very hour you desire. You know what must be done, Kain. There is only one way to prevent Raziel from doing great harm.
He is not my enemy.
But you are his.
From this vantage point, I could see the city of Avernus in flames. The oracle had indeed brought me to the time it promised. It might also be true, then, that Raziel was already there, seeking the Heart of Darkness. If so, he had to be stopped. I could not allow Janos to be raised. somewhere in this great cathedral, the heart of darkness lay concealed. The city outside was in chaos, and the cathedral would not be immune for long. During such times, buried secrets were often suddenly revealed, or lost forever.
Oh, look, more statues. Delicious souls. I'm very glad I checked this series out. Even though Blood Omen 2 is like just a bad time. And none of these games are like, I would say, excellent as games. But as like coherent tone and style pieces.
I had seen this symbol throughout these ruins. I should have realized what it was they worshipped. Now there was no question, for this scene depicted the ancient vampires' torment and despair as their curse cast them from the wheel of fate. So this was the god whose abandonment had driven them to madness and suicide. Finally, I understood. It was not the bloodthirst,
but their immortality that was the true nature of their enemy's curse. The wisest, strongest, most noble race, gulled by the voice of that old parasite. But I had seen him, and whatever he was no god.
Yeah! Okay, fine. I will get into voice chat. Just for you.
Rejoice in the turning of the wheel.
It does turn, but we cannot see it.
Your wheel is a lie.
You will turn the wheel.
Come.
Die.
Ladies. Do you want me to come or do you want me to die? Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I think it's great that one of them just makes it go fast or makes it go slow. Take that, you jerks. So I believe those animated corpses are meant to be the Hilden. Hi, it's me, Lord Legacy of Kain. Let me tell you about the Hilden.
This spirit vessel was shielded by layers of occult energy. There had to be some means to dispel this barrier.
I don't know why there's like an issue with diagonals, but only when playing as Raziel. I don't know what's up with that. Alright, that's one orb.
Hey, I'm sorry I didn't join you earlier, but I also almost accidentally set my house on fire using a Pop-Tart.
Uh-huh. I got the Earth Reaver.
As the Reaver
Let me get my
absorbed the
BLT.
souls of the original Energy and Time
Okay.
Guardians, it was imbued with the elemental power of Earth with which their principles were aligned.
So, when was the last time you almost set your house on fire? Or room on fire?
My roommate had put a takeout bag of food in the oven, and I started preheating it before I realized there was something in it. So that could have gone very badly.
Yeah, so Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, don't put them in the microwave.
Oh. Why would you put a Pop-Tart in the microwave?
I was making toast, and I wanted Pop-Tarts in toast.
Okay.
I guess I assumed that Pop-Tarts needed longer in the microwave than the toaster, so putting a Pop-Tart in the microwave for 3 minutes causes fire.
You don't say. Listen, Pop-Tarts are flammable objects.
Yeah. But anyways, no actual damage to the apartment, nothing there, just a lot of smoke.
That's good. I'm glad you did not burn your house down. I try not to burn my house down. And now that I'm almost done with this game, you know what comes next, right?
Wheel of Dubious Character Action Games?
No, that's a sub-goal still.
Oh, okay.
That's right, you too at home.
Is there a Legacy of Kain Tactics game?
No, there's not.
No.
Has Crystal Dynamics ever made a tactics game?
No. I mean, the Horde? Does that count? Star it?
No. I mean, it's a hybrid action strategy game. It's got Real Magic MPEG playback. I think people forget that actually came bundled with Real Magic MPEG.
Listen, all I know is that the guy from Growing Pains was in it.
Uh-huh.
Or it's Growing Pains, right? That's
Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron's from.
Yeah.
That's the sitcom he was on before he went like full crazy nutcase.
Yeah.
Wasn't he kind of a nutcase while there? Just when crazy terrorist time went on?
Yes. But yeah, you wanted to talk to me about soda.
Yeah, so how did this soda jerk go?
The persecution of me and my people for having places where one could get a soda with a flavored syrup.
I didn't feel like I was teasing you about that. I was just like...
it's what Gino...
I honestly... I think the only place where I can get a even marginally authentic soda jerk is if I'm going to like some sort of like national park that's trying to be retro. Or it's Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic the fast food place.
Yeah, Sonic the Fast Hog.
No, Sonic Chew.
I know. No, Sonic Chew... Listen, Chris Chan has been through too much, and I feel like making goofs at her expense at this point just makes me feel bad.
Yeah. Don't ask where that medallion's been.
No. No, it's all just... But anyway... This is more my statement against the liberal Hollywood elite.
So your people are... Is it common for you to be able to access a traditional soda jerk?
My dude, those places are all up and down the I-15 corridor.
I know that there is a huge myth about Mormons not being able to drink soda or caffeinated beverages. Like
that,
it's hot caffeine. That's the bad one.
Listen, what it is a it's a way of instilling obedience. That's what it is.
But no, that is a huge misnomer. Is that Mormons can't drink
they
cola.
love the soda. They
and
love
Mountain Dew.
They love the soda where I come from.
Is it they can't drink coffee?
Yeah,
Coffee,
that was
tea.
Coffee and like caffeinated tea were always the big no-nos growing up. I definitely knew, but you know, it's one of those things where it also has enough wiggle room towards the individual.
Kind of like sorry.
You know, it's like how I knew
Jews.
people whose families would straight up not let them play fucking face cards.
Oh yeah, Mennonites would not be able. Funny story. My calculus teacher was a Mennonite, and so when we got to the sections of the textbook that would use analogies using cards and gambling, he's like, "Can't help you here." My calculus teacher.
Not being able to drink coffee sounds insane.
I went most of my life without it.
I mean,
there are other
you
ways
say that, but again, when it comes to people adapting to religious guidelines in regards to food, if you grow up with it never a part of your life, then it's not that big of a deal.
Now I treat coffee very much as the caffeine that actually works. Because I don't have that built-up tolerance the same way I do for soda.
Yeah.
So it's
I used to be a soda a day guy. I used to be a soda.
With coffee, when it stops working, you just make it stronger.
Yeah, and then you're shitting yourself because now you're an espresso man.
No, I am an espresso man, and I don't have issues with shitting myself.
I've come very close.
So you do understand that coffee does not actually make you shit. It's
yes, I have heard your pedantic explanation.
Yeah, you've heard my explanation for this.
Yeah, but... Alright. Where are the stupid things I need to zap or set on fire? I'm missing 2.
But anyways, you know, this game looks good.
Yeah, yeah. Like, this is just with a widescreen patch, too. Like, it's not any sort of texture pack or anything. It's literally just, this is the game and its assets running at 1440.
I feel like a lot of late PS2, GameCube, Xbox era games, when running at a high resolution, generally still look okay as long as you can deal with some weird animations.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna stare at this game facts guide because I'm not too good for it.
Alright, I'll be back in a little bit.
Alright.
When are you planning on playing Gloomhaven?
I could stop whenever.
So usually start at 7 Eastern, but
yeah.
You were what?
I think I can call it here.
No, I don't have to. If you're having fun, keep playing. But Relkin hasn't said anything.
Yeah, well.
And by that I mean I just would go for it. Trying to get good and going. So this is a much better game than Blood Omen 2, huh?
Yeah. Like, once again, I don't think any of these games are necessarily, like, standout, amazing hits on their own merits. But it's one of those things where, as a coherent package, I think they're kind of amazing. But it's also one of those things where it's like, I couldn't see why this would not necessarily resonate with someone. Okay, that's what I was missing. I was missing these two. But yeah, I can call it, after this, and just say the next time I do this, I'll finish the game.
Yeah, they're gonna disappear for okay.
But yeah, it's weird that because every single one of these games is kind of a different genre. Because Blood Omen 1 is 2D Zelda. Soul Reaver is 3D Zelda. Soul Reaver 2 is kind of just a third-person action-adventure game. And then this game is trying to be like Devil May Cry.
I mean, what I've seen of this game looks a lot like a better-looking version of Soul Reaver 2, though.
Yeah, but the actual, like, movement.
Feels better.
Feels better. Like, I don't think the combat's amazing, but it's at least, like, responsive, which is more than you could say for Soul Reaver 2's combat. Oh. Oh, fire wizards. Oh.
He sure did stab that guy real well.
Yeah. Like, yeah, Raziel basically has Dante's stick.
Do you think that if you wanted to make a modern Soul Reaver or even Blood Omen, you have to make the combat more complicated or in-depth?
Not if you make it more of a Zelda.
Yeah, it depends on what direction they go with it. If it's going to be more combat-oriented, it's absolutely going to have to be more complex than what I'm seeing here. But if you made a Darksiders, like a Darksiders 1, I don't think you'd really have to do much more.
Yeah, like, literally just, what if you made Darksiders, but with emo vampires?
Better.
And also better, because the secret is that... Hi, hello. Here's my hot take, is that the people who were really hot on Darksiders 1 are just people who were mad about Twilight Princess. Or like...
I disagree with that. I think Darksiders 1 is a fun game, like 80% of the time.
It's fine. I'm just saying Twilight Princess is a better Zelda game than Darksiders 1.
Oh, I agree.
People were just like, oh wow, it's a Zelda game not made by Nintendo. Just like my Okami.
Twilight Princess is a very good video game. I know people were like, this isn't... I know people were expecting, like, something revolutionary, and it wasn't quite that, but I still think it's way better than Darksiders. But
hides the putrefying corpse within.
I feel like saying it's the Zelda game for people who were disappointed in Twilight Princess.
Hidden in the catacombs beneath its vaulted chambers.
A little bit much.
Was this the source of the corruption that infected Nosgoth? Vorador had hinted at something more.
Oh yeah. Now let's go to this portal to hell.
It's like the exact same building.
Yeah. We'll call it here, though. And I'll finish this game on the next stream.
Okay.
Because I want to play Gloomhaven. Everyone have a good one. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Because the semester's over. And I don't have any other obligations. See ya.